Pakistan, Islamabad, Professor Dr. Muhammed Ikbal. I would like to kindly give the floor to Dr. Ikbal. Now, dear participants, we are going to listen to a speech by Professor Dr. Muhammed Ikbal. He is going to talk to us about Hajj and the spreading of the spirit of brotherhood among Hajjis. How are you? I am fine, very well. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? We are also fine. Thanks God. You have 15 minutes. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say that may God's blessing be upon us and may God's blessing be upon Prophet Muhammad and his Ummah. So, using this occasion, I would like to first of all thank you for inviting me to this important conference, which is International Hajj Symposium in the context of developing and changing conditions. I would like to thank you for this invitation. Now I have to join you through on an online platform. I hope one day I will be able to join you physically in the same meeting room. Regarding Hajj and the spreading of the spirit of brotherhood among Hajjis, I will focus my attention on two topics. The first one is Hajj, the second one is the spirit of brotherhood and its spreading. As you know, Hajj is a means which convenes all the Muslims from all around the world in the same place, and the most important topics which are concerning all the Muslims around the world are discussed on the occasion of Hajj, and they seek a solution for their problems on the occasion of Hajj. Islam also instructs us to convene under the same roof and to avoid being separated from each other. We convene 5 times a day on the occasion of Salat in mosques, and for Friday prayer again we convene under the same roof. So the objective of Islam is actually to convene us, to congregate us, and to give us a means, an occasion for supporting each other, to make our ties even further stronger. So Islam recommends us to not to be separated from each other and to further strengthen the ties among us. In addition, there are Muslims in all around the world. Their genders may be different, the places that they come from may be different, but they are all invited to the God's house, the God's sacred place, to come together around sacred feelings. So, as one Ummah, we are following the Sharia of the one Prophet, and we are getting together to follow the God's instructions, and we come together to cry and to say with strong voice that God is only one, and that's why no matter what races we come from, we convene around the same religion. God says that you should listen to my words and you should understand what I mean to say very well. All Muslims are brothers and sisters. No Muslim should persecute another Muslim. Your wealth, your lives are haram to each other. That's why you have to refrain from killing each other, and your God, your Allah, your Father is only and one. An Arabic person does not have any supremacy over another race. A white person doesn't have any supremacy over other races. So the only source of supremacy is taqwa. That's why supremacy comes along only with iman and taqwa. In this respect, all people, no matter come together in the same place on the occasion of Hajj, no matter what languages they speak or no matter what countries they come from. This is actually a mobility, a safar, because it is also an indication of their moral value. So one of the most important things to perform during Hajj is to show mercy to people and to show good intentions to people, as shown by Prophet Muhammad, may God's blessing be upon them. He has also shown mercy and affection during Hajj to other people. He has given good recommendations to people. He has taken great care not to oppress people during Hajj, and so he has recommended peace, calm, and silence during the Hajj, not to hurry during the Hajj, not to show bad intentions during Hajj. So we have to behave accordingly. We have to show mercy and we have to be merciful and show affection during Hajj as well, as recommended by Allah. Prophet Muhammad says that keep silent and do not act in hurry or in rush. That was another recommendation we heard from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And there are a lot of steps actually taken to achieve the unity that Islam recommends to us. Even though they come from different regions, they get together under the same roof, under the same place, to follow God's orders, Allah's orders, and to avoid what God forbids. So this is actually an opportunity for exchange of experience among Muslims. This is the basic principle of this religion as well. Another issue is that we should stop fighting, stop quarreling, and Hajj is definitely not a fight. Hajj is definitely not an occasion where you should act in a way which may anger your brothers or sisters. So, in this respect, any quarrel, any heartbreaking fight that you may engage to should be avoided at all costs during Hajj. That's why you should never disappoint people, break hearts during Hajj. In this respect, people should act with great calm, with great love, and all the relations, ties during the Hajj should be established on the basis of affection and love. In this respect, if you had actually acted in a harsh manner, people would have not convened around you, would have not gathered around you. This was a revelation from Allah to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Acting in a strict manner, in a harsh manner, makes a person bad and ugly. So when we go to Hajj, which is a place apart from where we are aparting from our relatives and our family, we have to act in a spirit of brotherhood, in a spirit of affection and mercy. So in this respect, when we are avoiding the things which are forbidden to us, which are haram to us, we should act in patience. We shouldn't show any reluctance or any relaxation when it comes to avoiding haram. We are creating to love the people who show affection and mercy to us, we are created to show mercy to people who are ill or who are in need. So all these good moral values are embodied by Prophet Muhammad. He sets an example to all of us. Prophet Muhammad always smiled to other Hajis, did never sulk at other people during the Hajj as well. So he was always smiling, and Prophet Muhammad said that actually smiling is a sadaqah. In this respect, smiling at another Muslim is actually the same thing as sadaqah. In this respect, we shouldn't put people in different, difficult and challenging conditions. We shouldn't intimidate people. Of course, sometimes you see that other pilgrims, other hajis are sometimes making mistakes, but you should warn them in a very soft manner. In Abdullah Radal al-Nanu states that I have seen the Prophet Muhammad in Jamreri, and I have sacrificed an animal before stoning the devil. I should have done this after stoning the devil, but I did it before it. And Prophet Muhammad said that this is no problem. Doing something before you should do it is not a problem. Postponing it is not a problem, as long as you do it. So during the Hajj, we should give up on all the bad feelings, and we should act in within the framework of a brotherhood and sisterhood relationship. And there should never be any behavior which may oppress other Hajjis or which may disrupt the spirit of brotherhood. We should avoid behaving like this. All the believers, male and female believers, should not be oppressed. If you oppress them, then you are committing a big sin according to Allah. So another thing that you should do during the Hajj is as follows. When there is a crowd gathering, when there are a lot of people around you, then you should also act and walk without disturbing people, and taking great care not to disturb anyone. So we should, of course, not to do anything harm. We should do our best not to do anything haram during the Hajj, because if we do anything which is forbidden to us during the Hajj, there would be a great punishment for that. In this respect, we should consider this Hajj region as a safe place, and the Hajjis should always keep this in their mind. We are going to do performing to the Hajj to serve the religion, to serve Islam. So blasphemy or shirk, küfür and shirk, they are also the forbidden things, and they are among the things that, of course, we should avoid doing. In Mecca, in terms of food, some people stock food, and this is also another kind of behavior that we should refrain from, because some other people may need food. That's why we should make sure that we don't stock food as other people may need it. You have 3 minutes. Thank you very much. So the lessons that we may take from Hajj are should be for the sake of strengthening the spirit of brotherhood, and we should take Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as an example. We are performing Hajj to serve the God and to obey the instructions of Allah. We should support the people in need. We should show interest to the sick people, and we should seek for the good things for other people as well. Any unintentional or intentional bad behavior should be faced with great patience. We should support people in distress during the Hajj, because these only by showing an example of sacrifice can help us reach the objectives of Hajj. This is also the instruction of Hajj, reinforcing the positive relations among us and showing good examples in different occasions is recommended. Hajj is an occasion for this. With our Muslim brothers and sisters, Hajj is a great opportunity to meet them, to be in the same spiritual atmosphere with them, and to reinforce this spirit. There is no supremacy of any person over others in Hajj. The supremacy only comes with taqwa. So, this spirit of brotherhood is actually elevated only in the religion of Islam. From all corners of the world, people with different background, with different religion, with different languages, they come here, they come to Hajj, and they perform taqwa and they perform sa'i. In this respect, they all perform Hajj with this spirit, and during the season of Hajj, they would like to enjoy this spirit of brotherhood. Our wish from God is to create an ulfet among our Muslim brothers and sisters. I would like to thank the organizers. Thank you very much, Muhammed Ikbal from Pakistan, Islamabad University. Thank you very much for your participation.